Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be continuing the Lantern Rite Festival in this video, and I'm going to be starting with this right here. So let's go ahead and select Go to Challenge. And it's right there next to the teleporter, which is nice. It's always nice when they have those right near those. Anyways, I'm going to try to get as much of this done as possible, and hopefully I can get all of it done in this video. Or at least, you know, this part of it done. So they're right over here. And it's another one of those big guys.
I will have order.
Go ahead and do that.
Allow me.
Followed by that.
Sakura swirl.
Can't forget
Think
that.
you can get away?
Wait a second. That big guy disappeared pretty fast. Was I wrong? Oh, it's a smaller guy this time. Never mind. Interesting. He's a bow user. Oh wow, he can't be frozen. Now that's not what I was expecting. I can pick up that, do that. Just keep... Well, I could attempt doing it, but he kind of moved back, didn't he?
Order guide you.
Can he be petrified? Yes, he can. He's just immune to being frozen, which is unusual for little guys like this. Oh wait, never mind, he's not. He just wasn't being frozen before for some reason. Maybe I was doing something wrong.
Take flight.
Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, select this little thing right here. And go on over to the next area. Took them a sec to spawn in.
Whirling snow.
Go ahead and do that.
Time for takeoff.
Ah, that was unfortunate.
Take flight. Coming to art.
Thankfully, I got rid of all of them pretty fast, except for this one, obviously. No, that's so hard to aim sometimes. You wouldn't think it would be so hard, but...
Then take two to go.
There we go. This is like...
And cross.
Oh wow.
Stabilize.
His attack allowed him to avoid both of them. Pick that up. There we go.
Just you wait.
It's so weird that they added those in for that. Okay.
Now it's my turn.
No, it's not.
Take two to go.
Well,
Wouldn't
I don't
Lady
think so
think you can
anyways.
get away?
Thankfully
go.
that can actually work on those guys.
Sakura swirl.
Okay.
Order guide you. Solidify.
Easy enough so far.
Then take two to go.
And
Jab.
it doesn't seem like it's doing that much damage.
Solidify.
Allow me. Whirling snow.
Just you wait.
Okay, good. Now I can move on to the next part of this. Because I got 3 out of 3, right? Yeah, I got 3 out of 3. This one involves going out on the Wave Rider to collect those little treasure chests on the water. I'll just kind of collect them in a circle, I guess. Come on. Go ahead. I won. Okay, good. Now go over to this one. This one doesn't seem to have any kind of protective thing around it, which suits me just fine. I'll collect this as well. Originally, I was thinking I would go around in this clockwise fashion, but I'm going counterclockwise instead. Doesn't matter. Because I'll have to turn around after I get this one right over here. What's the point of having the fireworks on the boat when that when that's already right there. Oh wow, he survived. Kind of surprised by that. I still don't understand why they say that. They go, they go on about picking the wrong test subjects. Like, they're treasure hoarders, right? I don't know. Very weird thing to have treasure hoarders say, in my opinion.
Another test subject.
Oh, cool. See, another test subject. What's that supposed to mean? Weird. Okay. Thankfully that worked out pretty well. And there's this one and then that one over there. I wonder why some of these don't have anything protecting them and the others do for some reason. That don't make no sense to me. Come on. It's kinda lame, actually. This little thing here, in my opinion. Because it's not like you're really having to work that hard to get rid of those guys. Okay, now these two are unlocked, so I'm gonna go over to the first one. Okay, let's start. Oh, this is different. I should have read the tutorial thing. Not a big deal, though. I don't know if you have to defeat all the treasure hoarders while you're going along, but I imagine that you have to pick up all the items, so... Wow, that was awkward. Okay then. I did not mean for that to happen. There we go. Oh, I just keep picking up items. That's cool. So they make sure that there are plenty of items that you can grab along the way.
Suffocate.
And... oh, that's not the end goal? Okay. I thought that was the end. It looked like it for a second. This is more interesting than last time. In my opinion, shooting the balloon was kind of annoying. Because there were parts of it where you kind of couldn't do anything, and... I don't know. Prevent the Wave Rider from being destroyed. I'm definitely trying to prevent it from being destroyed. Okay, so I did not look to see whether or not, like, how much time was needed. So I thought it was going to be a score-based thing like the last time. With more than 40 seconds. Okay, so as long as I had more than 80 seconds remaining on that, then it was okay. So there is a reason to go fast. Now this one requires more than 90 seconds. Let's go to the challenge for that. Okay, let's start. And gotta remember to collect all these as I'm going along. And do that. Go through here. I missed one of the treasure hoarders. It's not a big deal, though. Well, I think I missed only one. It's possible I missed more than one. There we go. And hopefully I can keep my stamina up. I think these orbs might help with stamina. There we go. Thankfully, it kind of gives you an indication of what direction you need to be heading in when you get to things like that. Oh no, I've been stuck. Okay, good. For a second there, I thought I was in trouble. Okay. Now this one is definitely better designed than the balloon one. Actually, thinking about this Wave Rider, I like the fact that they added in those, like, boosts during that minigame. I think they should add those in the overworld for when you're using the Wave Rider and Inazuma and stuff. I don't know if they're going to keep them for Liyue, but I mean, I hope that they do. Anyways, go ahead and collect all of those. And the next set of them will be available in 14 hours. And, oh, and this right here will also be available in 14 hours. Anyways, let's go ahead and do the next set of Lantern Riddles, which involves going over to Liyue again. Okay, I think I have to talk to you and Rom here. Gather round, gather round. If you're passing by, don't pass this up. Introducing the amazing Shadow Lantern. I'll give it a go. No problem. I hope the Shadow Lantern shows you something truly spectacular. Okay, go ahead and start. What's it mean by segment and... What? This is weird, but okay. So, I think this is supposed to be the Geo icon. You can only move this up and down. And that's actually really close to what they want, so... there we go. I was right, it was the Geo thing, so... And this one also has a segment thing. I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be yet. Oh. Well, this is interesting. I may have accidentally stumbled upon what it's supposed to be. I'm not... I think that... Okay, yeah, it's supposed to be scales. Oh, I get it. Right there, like that. It's the Mora symbol, I believe. Maybe go to this side, yeah. Okay, good. And the next set of them will unlock in 14 hours. Reward preview. Claim all of these. Okay, good. Let's go to the event shop. I think it's fine for me to purchase stuff with these, so I may as well. And now that I've done that, it's time to go do a side quest over in Wangshu Inn. Okay, let's talk to Smiley Yanjiao. What should I do? What's wrong? It's you. Nothing's wrong, except I might need to start looking for a new job soon. The other day, the innkeeper asked me to prepare a new dish that would attract more guests. It should be presentable and tasty, but also stylish and artisan. Oh, and have personality. I have been trying to come up with something satisfactory over the last week, but the innkeeper didn't like any dish I came up with. So what did you make? I gave it all I had, really. I utilized everything I learned while honing my culinary skills in the mountains. Candied silk flower, Kingjin, or however you say that, lotus seed duck stew, crab roasted, meatballs. But he would shake his head at everything and ask me to give it another thought. But I've already reached my limit, eh? Ah, right. I still gotta cook something for that freeloader. It's about time you came around. Do you mean Zhang Zhu, or however you say that name? Unless you know of any other parasite who'd shamelessly come here every day asking for food. I have no idea who that is, by the way. Since you're already here, why don't you grab a bite too? You can sit over there. I'll serve the food when it's ready. Okay, so where does he want me to sit? Oh, right here? No? Okay, he wants me to sit at this table. Oh, it's this guy. Huh? I see that we have a special guest today. Usually it's just that chef and I eating in silence. Perhaps your presence will liven up today's meal. But it appears that the chef is terribly worried about something today. Why the long face? Who knows, but let me sit down in the chair. Thank you. These meatballs are not half bad. This meat just melts in one's mouth. The broth packs a lot of flavor as well. Huh? There's crab roe in the meat. No wonder it tastes so unusually fresh. Come, traveler, try one more. I'll teach you what to do. First, use chopsticks to open the meatball up, then soak it in the broth, and eat it with some rice. Let's see. You're not eating with us? Me? I'm afraid I'm already full, since the innkeeper filled me with anxiety. You'd better enjoy the food, because that might be the last meal that I got to cook here, or whatever. Last meal you got to cook here? Who told you so? Oh no, is it because of me? Is the innkeeper fed up with you because you've been feeding me all this time? Seems a bit unfair, given that I supplied the inn with some of my best catches free of charge. That should have covered at least a part of my bill. Besides, the innkeeper isn't known for being a miser. Give me a break. It was just a few fish, and most of them ended up in your stomach anyway. So, actually... fine, I'll tell you. Smiley Yan Zhao explains the innkeeper's request to Zhang Zhu, or however you say his name. Presentable, tasty, stylish, artisan, and with personality. I'm not sure if there's any dish in this world that meet the innkeeper's requirements. You'd think it's funny. We'll see how you laugh when you come over next time, and I won't be here to feed you for free. Alright, it's not so funny after all. So that's why you've been looking so worried today. It's hard to be in high spirits when your boss expects you to perform miracles all of a sudden. There might be a way out. Even though I can't cook myself, I happen to know a recipe for a unique dish. I came across that dish during a trip abroad, when I happened to be a guest at a local big shot's house. They call it chicken tofu pudding. That doesn't sound too good to me. By the looks of it, you wouldn't say that it's a meat dish. It really is as delicate as tofu pudding, but with the strong flavor of meat and herbs. A rare meat dish that imitates vegetarian cuisine. That meal left me so curious about the dish that I asked the host for the recipe. However, I'm a bad cook, so the recipe has been collecting dust in my chest ever since. I'm surprised that you managed to get a hold of such a recipe. Long story short, I helped someone, and they invited me to a feast to show their gratitude. The chef who came up with this recipe didn't mind sharing it with me. He was confident that one can count the people skilled enough to make such a dish on one hand anyway. No doubt about it. According to that chef, those who attempt to make this dish have to be not only skilled in the art of cooking, but also in the art of the sword. What kind of dish requires swinging a sword? I can chop meat just fine with my knife. I'm afraid you'd sooner cut the chopping board in half than mince the meat fine enough with that knife of yours. I was told that minced meat is the highlight of this dish. As such, precise sword techniques is the key to success. First, one needs to portion the meat and chop it up with the sword's edge. Then use the sword's backside to mince it. Next... Hold on. Wait a minute. That recipe of yours is good for nothing in our hands. I'm not much of a swordsman, and you're not a cook. But Aether is. Where can we find a sword-wielding warrior who happens to have some culinary skills? And they both looked over at Aether. This person might be closer than you think. I know a way around the kitchen, that's true. Or, I know my way around the kitchen, that's true, rather. You're also a skilled swordsman, aren't you? I've witnessed some of your feats myself. How about we let the traveler attempt to make that unique dish? But the innkeeper wanted Yan Zhao to... Well, the innkeeper only told Yan Zhao to come up with a new dish. He didn't specify who had to cook it, so it's still an open question. Am I right, chef? Ah, right. Your logic is sound. But what ingredients do we need to make a chicken tofu pudding? Nothing special, really. Just some fowl, ham, bird egg, and snapdragon. I have all of those. Still have some fowl and ham stored in the kitchen, but we're fresh out of bird eggs and snapdragon. Had I known sooner, I wouldn't have made those matsutake scrambled eggs. Traveler, can I count on you to bring me one of each? Once you find them, we'll work that chicken tofu pudding out together. Naturally, I'll make sure to repay you for your help. Thank you in advance. That was a lot of text just to get to the point where it says, give them some ingredients. Okay. Have you found a bird egg and a snapdragon? Yes, I have. I have plenty of bird eggs, actually. Alright, we've got all the ingredients needed. Let's get to work. Where do I start? Well, maybe our freeloading friend can provide us with some instructions. Right. First, portion the meat on the table with your sword and slice it into smaller pieces. Then mince it, slowly turning it into fine paste. Oh, do I actually have to do this? Okay then. How do I... Do I just have to swing? Okay, that's good. Now pour some water into this pot. Hey chef, can you take care of this ham and snapdragon, blah blah blah. Okay, I'll do exactly that. So it just wants me to pour water into the pot, which thankfully I have a character that can do just that. What? Why isn't it working? Do I have to turn on the stove or something as well? Start up the fire first. Maybe just interacting with this actually works. I don't have it available here. What does it want me to do? Now light the stove up and slow cook the meat paste. You have to keep the flame in check. Too low and the meat won't cook through. Slow cooking the meat in a special broth. This dish is not a budget option. Blah blah blah. This should do it. Chef, come over and have a taste, will you? Let me try. This flavor is so rich and fresh, but the mouthful resembles that of a tofu pudding. Looks quite presentable too, and requires truly exquisite workmanship. The premise is also catchy, a meat dish that imitates vegetarian cuisine. I'm sure that many would like to try it for themselves. Not bad at all. I'm sure it'll be to the innkeeper's taste. What a surprise. Turns out that you're more capable than I gave you credit for. Who knew a sponger like you would remember this recipe so well? Haha, I might as well tell you. Back in the day, I thought that this recipe contained some sort of secret sword art. So I studied it day and night without ceasing. Now that I think about it, I must have been an absolute madman. It was just a recipe. Why would there be anything about swordsmanship in it? And all that practice for... to look for someone and to ask for justice, that's all. Ha! That was a magnificent deed. And here you are, speaking so softly about it. Haha, well, once I had exacted justice, I came here. Thankfully, the innkeeper was willing to take me in and let me loaf about the place. I am now free of desire. I no longer wish to wield my sword, nor do I have any other skills. Ha ha ha. I suppose staying here for the rest of my life isn't so bad. Well now, I suppose I should give you a copy of this recipe. You can make it for yourself if you have the time. It's a little troublesome, but it tastes pretty good. Thank you. Well, let's put this dish aside. We can show it to the innkeeper once he gets here. And after that... Hey, Mr. Loafer, don't you go anywhere just yet. Come over here. Oh, what do you want? I don't have another recipe for you, just so you know. Come on, didn't you say that you didn't have any skills apart from wielding your sword? Well then, draw your sword. I'm teaching you to chop meat. Chop meat? Well, I'm afraid. You'll get it pretty quickly. Chop meat today and make a dish tomorrow. Learn yourself a few of those and there, you've got a skill. What are you? A few dishes under your belt. Yes. That'll spare me the need to the need to watch you scrap for food around here, that's for sure. Well, come on then, don't drag your feet. You dilly-dally some more and you can forget having any meatballs to eat tomorrow. Wait, what? Come on, you can't threaten me like that. Alright, I'll chop them, That was a really weird quest. Okay, since I don't want to continue on to Enkanomiya just yet, or do any of the hangout events, I'm going to instead go around and clear some of these challenges that I've marked on the map. So this involves collecting elemental particles. Not too difficult, especially when they make it so easy to follow where they're located. I only need to collect these last two. There we go. Now I should get a treasure chest, right? Yeah, there it is. It took a second for it to give it to me.
And all the more valuable for it.
I'll unmark that on the map there, very fast. And there's a Electroculus, like right around here, so I may as well mark that very quickly and see if I can find it or reach it from where I'm at. Yeah, I can reach it. Nice. I need to start collecting all of these because I've been ignoring it for a while now. So there's one of them. And there's another one that's over here somewhere, and I'm not sure if it's like really high up in the sky or if it's really low down to the ground. I'm gonna remove that very fast. Oh, it must just be related to this puzzle here. And I don't really feel like solving this puzzle at the moment. No, wait. It's here. This is interesting. I didn't see it above me. Okay, I'm gonna mark this again because I'm not sure exactly where it is. It's probably down below based on what I'm seeing right now, but I'll solve this puzzle very fast. Okay. There we go. Find as many of these
Certainly
treasure
worth
chests
the
as I
extra
can
mile.
before I stop. Continue over to this flag right here because I want to do the challenges in particular this time. I had already solved this particular challenge, so I may as well remove the flag for that. What? Oh, I added this flag marker because of the story, okay. Okay, I may as well get the treasure chest that's right here first, because
This is order.
it's pretty easy to do so, and
Rest and rebuild.
I don't want to...
My apologies.
I don't want to pass it up since I can easily see it and get it right now. Okay, you. Not to mention that I've seen it a lot of times in the past when I go over here to solve the commission that sometimes appears in this spot. But the problem is that the treasure chest disappears during the commission. So
I shall treasure this good fortune.
I just keep on passing it up, and I'm glad that I finally solved that. So let's go over here, activate this Wave Rider, and sail over to the challenge marker that's right over there. Oh. Oh. Interesting. I never actually solved this puzzle. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, there's one over there inside of that little shield bubble thing. And then there's one in there. So I'm going to go over to this one first. And then over to the shield bubble. Oh, and there's one of these puzzles too. I wonder, can I activate them with this? Yes, I can. So, do that. I was thinking I might have to switch over to Fischl to solve this, but glad that I don't have to. The question is can I solve it on my own? I think I can. And I did.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
Okay then. Convince it to... Oh. I wasn't expecting a treasure chest to appear. I was thinking that you'd had to get all three of them.
Exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
I was thinking you had to get all three of them activated to get a treasure chest, but I'm glad that they gave you that treasure chest. What? Oh, my electrogranum level is insufficient. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, you. Yay, it removed it. That's nice. I was honestly thinking that I was going to have to wait till later. And I could consider this to finally be done. Well, I think anyways. I wonder what the point of this is. What does this do exactly? Oh. Cool. I'm glad I did that. Hopefully this is really just a fighting one. Like it says. Yeah, that's what the sword indicates.
Time for takeoff.
Okay then.
Brace yourselves. Water gliding.
Do that.
Hold the line.
Keep these guys, or girls rather.
Embrace the element, fool.
I will have order.
That wasn't too bad. They didn't drop any items though. Darn it.
Unsolicited. And all the more valuable for it.
Now I can go up there and solve that too. Okay, so this one involves Electro. I'm not sure if it's in like a specific order. It could be in a specific order. But it could also be one of those ones where you just have to do it as quickly as possible. Or it
Cry out, my
just requires you to light them all up. Okay, let's get this treasure chest very fast. I don't know if I ever marked this specific treasure chest, but I do remember trying to get it once a long time ago and deciding to hold off on it. I kind of wish that I had actually gotten it back then. But I can get it now, so... No! I hate these gun users. That ability of theirs to break their shield is very annoying. And they deal a lot of damage too. I'll have to jump down there to get that in a second.
You need to hurry up.
I kind of wish that they made it so you didn't have to pick up the items from the ground. It just feels kind of pointless. It also makes it more likely that you'll accidentally forget something or may not even see something that's dropped.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
I've actually run through an area before that I've done like a commission for, and since you can get items from enemies that, you know, you defeat in commissions, there are times where I'll run by and I won't actually get them during the commission, but I'll find them after, like maybe a good solid 30 minutes later or something. Okay, so there's that one taken care of. I'm not entirely sure how to get inside the shield yet, but I can probably fight against this ruin guard and then figure out how to get in the shield. Okay, you come on.
Rest and rebuild.
Yeah.
My apologies. Kamisato art.
Just go all out against them. There we go. Now that removed the protective thing on the treasure chest that's inside there, but I can't get to the treasure chest yet. Oh, look at that. While looking for the thing, oh, wow. You can actually get in from this side. Well, that's neat. I never would have actually guessed that. I was looking all over the place for one of these things, and I accidentally found a
worth the
way
extra
to get
mile.
inside from above. Oh, that's nice. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go see what this is about, and if it's nothing, then I'm going to be stopping, and if it's something, I'm still going to be stopping. Okay. And it moved down there, right? Oh, wow, it's going off into the middle of the ocean. Oh, there's a, Electroculus right there. Darn it. No, I'm going to go back up there to get that very fast. Okay, I'm collecting it for sure this time. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and activate the Wave Rider. I kind of wish that I'd switched to Ayaka. And it's no big deal. There's actually one more thing I want to do. Because I remembered it from a long time
And all
ago.
the more valuable for it.
I'm going to remove this mark before I forget to remove it, though. There's a dog that's trapped in this cage over here. Well, I don't know if it's trapped, but this Kairagi guy here,
My lucky day.
drunken samurai Tengu's nose. Saya Tadayuki.
The fairy.
Okay, let's open this. Cool. I got an achievement for doing that. And there's also some cages around here on this little island that I can open up too. I know that I said I was gonna stop, but I figured that it's a good idea to go ahead and do this very fast. Anyways, here's one treasure chest right over here. I got the key for it a long time ago. Just didn't think to actually
Today is a lucky day.
get it until now. Because there's a shiny object in the cage, and I've always wondered what it is. Oh crap. No! I have to climb back up again. It's no big deal. There's actually two cages now. An enigmatic page? That wasn't worth it. Ah! And I couldn't control how I was flying
Let's
there
get down
either.
to business.
Oh, I didn't realize there was one of those. I suppose I'll solve that too. Well, since I'm already here. It's a good thing that I'm actually finally solving some of this stuff. Okay, this other cage definitely has something in it. It's a Sealy. No! No! Stupid thing. I wish that it would pause it when you did that. There we go. Thankfully, I didn't have to be too close to the Sealy in order to get it to move. Yay! I got a common treasure chest.
Today is a
Totally
lucky
worth
day.
it. I think that there might be one more locked cage around here. I could be wrong though. I think I'm actually going to be stopping here anyway. So thank you very much for watching. The next time I play, I'm going to be continuing the Lantern Rite. And I don't know how much more of the Lantern Rite there is. I think that either the next video or the video after that, it'll end. At least for me personally. So, yeah, thanks again. See you next time, and bye-bye.